All right, we're here in the basement over here at Chicago Music Exchange, and it is an extreme honor for me to have these guys here, Joel Paterson and Andy Brown. And this is, you know, a guitar-oriented channel or whatever, so we'll definitely talk about gear. But we also like to tackle important and oftentimes very controversial issues. So let's just get this one out of the way right off the bat. How do you guys like your hot dogs?
Wow. Yeah. That is a Chicago-centric question there.
Yeah.
I like them anyway.
I like them when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I like rice cakes better though.
Rice cakes.
I haven't had a Chicago hot dog in a long time. Definitely very pre-pandemic, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
That's very true, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm from South America, so I like ketchup and mustard.
Yeah,
which is,
that's okay. I'm not one of those guys that gets mad about that. That's fine. Yeah. Some people I know though, you might not.
I mean, neither one of us grew up here, so we don't quite have that, you know, hardcore thing.
Blow our cover, Andy.
Sorry.
Cool
I grew
Chicago
up in
guys.
New York, man. I like them New York style. You know?
Got it.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm from Wisconsin, so we'll take any sort of sausage you put in front of us, any sort of hot dog product. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the only Chicago thing that I like is probably Malort. So I would say this. I'm trying to segue into the Green Mill here.
Yeah, I know. That's a great segue.
I think the Green Mill was the place that got the whole Malort thing started again. I kind of saw it happening back, 20 years ago when I started playing there. That was like the thing. But a lot of bars are taking credit for like the whole Chicago Malort thing. But I think it's the Green Mill that kept it going.
Well, you heard it
always
here
got
first. Malort, the Joel Paterson Trio featuring Andy Brown, Monday nights at the Green Mill, starting at 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 to midnight are the new slightly earlier hours at the Green Mill. Yeah, we like it. It's good on a Monday.
Tell us a little bit about these guitars, because they're very special guitars. Are they Les Pauls?
Yeah. We were joking that everybody in a bar that comes up to you asks you, "Oh, what year is your Les Paul?" And that's always an L5, right? When somebody asks you what that is, but that is an original.
This is a Gibson Tau Farlow from 1965. So
it's a rare bird.
It's a rare bird. I think they made a total of 217 total. And I don't know, I like it because I always think of it as like a L5 shaped 175. It's a plywood top like an ES 175, but it has the L5 shape and it's sort of thin, a little bit thinner, than an L5 or an ES 175.
I wish Gibson would have made more guitars with that width. I love that. It's like a guild width that I think the Johnny Smith was the only one, that and the Barney Kessel. The signature models for some reason all had that width. I think when they realized people actually stand up and play guitar now, they didn't think they would, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to me that the model never took off because it's such a practical model, like a plywood L5 shaped guitar, you know.
Just a couple of cheap plywood guitars here is basically what we have
What are
here.
you looking at there?
What's this thing?
This is basically a 175 with a paint job. It's a 295, 56 295. It's pretty original other than the little things I did here. I like a Tune-O-Matic and found an old Bigsby to put on it. Everybody always asks me, is that an original Bigsby? I don't think I've ever seen a 295 with an original Bigsby. I don't really think that exists. There wasn't a lot of original Bigsbys going on guitars till the 60s.
Right.
Gibson-wise. But
Looks good with a Bigsby though.
yeah, and I found an old beat-up gold ones, one of the earlier ones. But this guitar, you know, has been my main gigging guitar forever, and I don't really even think about it. You know, people are like, oh, you're playing the original 295, that's cool, you know. But this one has been through so much with me, and so many gigs, and so many different setups, and so many couple of different fret jobs, and everything. You know, it's just kind of a part of me. But it's good for all the music I play. You know, jazz and blues and Chet Atkins, rockabilly, whatever you want to play on it, you know.
Hey, come here. Get in here.
Come here, kids, your big chance.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I have much to say, to be honest.
So Here,
Well,
speaking
just
to
don't
my
play
lapel,
whatever you do, because
I don't play guitar anymore.
Thanks, guys.
This is, by the way, his dream guitar.
That
He's
is
always
one,
wanted
yeah,
a
I know. He always,
295.
I see the way he looks at it
Freaks
when he comes out to our gigs.
The drool
But
looking
Nathaniel, that's an honor. This is two of the
No,
best
it's-
guitar players in the world.
No,
Yeah,
that's
right here.
with you guys here,
That's
like
why I'm
this is
sticking to steel.
the most guitar talent we've ever had in this room at the same time, for sure. This is very exciting. Speaking of guitars, what is this thing?
Well, you know, people ask me that all the time. We play every Monday at the Green Mill. That's kind of why Andy and I got together and started this new band. Decided to join forces, and I want to let's do kind of a jazz, and then let's dabble in some Western swing. You know, let's just play all this crazy guitar stuff. So I started bringing the steel out, and that's why it's been so fun to play with Andy, because he just plays the perfect accompaniment for wherever I want. And I was like, oh, I can play steel now. I have this, you know, we can do twin parts and harmonies and Texas Troubadours stuff and Jerry Bird, Buddy Emmons and everything. But this is a steel. It's not a pedal steel. I do play the pedal steel, but in this band I just stick with this more traditional straight steel sound. They say straight steel, console steel, lap steel. It's essentially a lap steel just on a console, but it's I believe a mid-50s Rickenbacker.
do you still find yourself like being inspired and listening to things and trying to incorporate it into your set, or trying to take licks from here and there and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, every week we're like, hey, we gotta choose 2 songs. You know, what do you got? You know, and he'll suggest something, and then we scurry to kind of learn a little harmony parts. And you know, Andy is a lot like me, where he just never satisfied. So I'm always adding these weird steel tunes and then trying to incorporate them and come up with a little harmony. We should sit down and practice some harmonies though one of these days. That would, but it's tough when you're on the go. You know.
Yeah, you know, you try to always be learning new stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to be kind of, it's like for me, it's like taking my vitamins, you know, like my aesthetic vitamins, you know, I gotta get it. I gotta get a dose of it.
Yeah.
And then if I don't, I feel very stale and uninspired. And if I do get a little practicing or hearing a new recording or a new phrase or chord, everything feels energized.
I have such an endless list of tunes. I'll get around to learning that someday, so it never ends. You know how it is. You know, it's hard to pick your style and go for it. You almost have to do that because there's too many things, you know. And you know how guitar players are. If you hear one lick that you don't know that somebody else plays, you're like, wow, wait a minute, that guy's way better than me. He knows that one. You know, that happens to me every Monday at the Green Mill. But
Monday night, Green Mill.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. I'm there almost every Monday, and it's just awesome
Great
to see it.
You guys.
Yeah, it's awesome to see
Appreciate
it live. I mean, it's such the Green Mill, obviously, a legendary place. So.
Yeah, everything, that room sounds so nice, especially we play this style of music with these little amps. We use the same little setup today that we do at the Green Mill. You know, I just use a little Princeton reverb in there, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great honor to play with him and hear an original Tel Farlow. I mean, you don't see that every day.